What's up, everyone? It's Jeremy Majors here with Majors Academy Dog Training out of Green Bay, Wisconsin.
And Facebook and Instagram right now are down. So we ain't getting no kind of action, uh, no kind of live action from both of those websites. So at the moment, all we can do is talk to YouTube. And YouTube is going to get all my attention. I'm going to try and continue to go live on Instagram, but doesn't look like it's working. So we got a couple questions that we're going to answer on YouTube. Hopefully we get some live folks so that we can have some good conversation. But if we don't, maybe I'll just talk about the dogs that we have here. All episodes are live and also recorded on iTunes. So if you guys ever miss an episode and want to check back without watching video, iTunes is available to you guys. It has every single episode, live episode, anything that I've ever done. I've got over 107 videos. This is the 108th. So anyway,
Hi, my name is Jeremy, and we're from
Green Bay, Wisconsin, and I started training dogs in 2006, and been doing it ever since. What we specialize in, I would say, was socialization is probably our strongest, and then fear and aggression. Those two are probably the most different challenges that we see on a day-to-day basis. So a little bit more about us. We take dogs in for 3 weeks. We rehab them. We then teach the owners what we taught the dog. Basically, we're teaching the dog how to deal with stress in a positive way, because the reason why they're here is because they deal with stress in a negative way. We train dogs all over the country. Had dogs come from Nebraska, come from Georgia, come from New York. So we train dogs all over the country. We also do seminars all over the country. So if you would like me to come and do a seminar for you, or your rescue, or your shelter, or your dog training company, feel free to reach out. We love doing those seminars. Yeah. That is my son Reggie. He's 7 months old, and he's starting to find his voice. So anyway, let's get to some questions. Okay, have you ever had, this question is for Kiki, have you ever had a dog so human aggressive that you were able to work through and change the mindset, but once the owners came back into the picture, it all fell apart? Has that happened? Yes, it has happened. Do I want it to happen? No. Do I try and make it as easy as possible for that to not happen? I think so. And here's how. Okay. I offer free private lessons for the rest of the dog's life. Any dog who comes through my board and train will have free private lessons for the rest of the dog's life. I want it to be as easy as possible to reach out to me at any time. We can work on some skills that may have slipped. The other thing is we have free classes on Saturday. This is a pack walk / class. So again, and those are free for the rest of the dog's life. So again, I really want to make it as easy as possible for people to continue to get better and stay on the right path. So to answer your question, yes, I do have people that that don't end up ever getting back in touch with me, but that's fine. Not most people. I would say that's a rarity, because again, I really want to emphasize how easy it is to get a hold of me. People know, my clients know, that I will get back to them. I've never not got back to anybody, and that is because again, we're problem solving still. If there's something that is still going on that we haven't quite figured out yet, we will figure it out. It'll take some time, but we will figure it out. And then again, it's up to the owner putting in that effort. But it is a team thing. I got your back. I will be there with you, holding your hand all the way through these problems. So no matter how tough the dog is, we will get that dog to a better place. All right? Thanks for your question. Okay, next question. Next question is for Becky. Becky asks, how do you convince someone their dog needs a ton of training, but they are blind to it? You're not going to. It's like a drug. Okay? You have to, that person has to see it for themselves, and that person has to want to go and get help because they are convinced that now they finally need help. You're not going to convince someone. I learned that early on through experience. You can't just say, hey, your dog needs training. If they're not convinced that it needs training, then you're wasting your time. Okay, so they gotta wait. I mean, you have to wait until it hits them hard enough to say, all right, enough is enough. And that's when you see results. Even after the board and train, some people still aren't convinced that they should do the things that I tell them to do. Sometimes, again, it takes them to try every other thing except address the actual problem and the actual truth before they say, all right, now I'm gonna, but the difference is once they do go through my training, they have the tools to get the dog to do or stop doing what it is that they came to my training for. So that is a lot about the board and train. Good questions. You guys who are watching on YouTube, please add to the conversation if you like. Ask me any question that involves dog behavior or dog training or anything for that matter. Everything that we do, we have thought a lot through. I've been doing this for 13 years, and I still love it every single day. All right. And also, you guys who are watching, understand that your questions will help someone else who has similar challenges with their dog as you. So please feel free to ask questions. The more questions, the better. The conversation always is better when people ask questions. I have a Rottweiler. How do I stop jumping? You have to get respect from your Rottweiler. Okay? You have to demand respect from the dog. The dog is big. The dog may be pushy. But you have to stop jumping by giving the dog something that it doesn't like. All right? That's the guaranteed, most reliable way to get a dog to stop jumping. I'm going to plug my iPad in here so that we have some battery power here. There we go. Okay, so first thing is, when you walk in the door and your dog comes and jumps on you, lift your knee up. I don't care what you find online. Half the crap you find online is a bunch of bull. Okay? You walk in that door, the dog jumps on you, you lift your knee up. Defend yourself. Let your dog hit your knee. Your dog needs to experience being uncomfortable in order to stop the behavior. Point blank, period. I don't care what other trainers say. That is the most authentic, most reliable way to get a dog to stop jumping on you. Okay? You must demand that respect. Don't try and feel sorry for them or anything like that. Some dogs are being put down because they jump. Some dogs are being given back to the shelter because they jump. So just think about it like another dog would jump on another dog. That could result in a very serious situation from a dog's perspective. It's very disrespectful. If you treat it as such, then you'll know how to get respect from your Rottweiler. Nope, just keep the knee up. That's all. Just lift up, keep the knee up, and let your dog experience. And honestly, you can even go forward a little bit as far as just claiming your space, because your dog essentially could be manipulating you or controlling you by doing that. By jumping on people, it is controlling you and what you do. And so you have to sort of say, no, I'm going to control what you do. I'm going to dictate what you do. and you're not going to get any of my attention for at least 10 minutes.
If you decide to make that bad choice,
Not,
not any of my positive attention. Okay, what they're wanting is your attention.
obviously, they want your attention.
They want what they want, but you have to teach them how to get it properly, and not their pushy behavior cannot get them what they want in any circumstance. So once again, Facebook and YouTube are live. I mean, Facebook and Instagram are down, so we're just working with YouTube. You are good and stubborn to them. Thanks, I appreciate that. I think that I am only good with dogs because I'm competitive enough to not let them win, but they will win because they know how to manipulate them.
And again, if you're dealing with a Rottweiler or any big dog for that matter,
not just any big dog, just any dog that's pushy, they're gonna learn how to get what they want. And if they can be pushy, then they will be. But we gotta teach them otherwise, hey. So I appreciate the question, man. Thanks for the question. Excuse me. All right, let's get to some more questions. Oh, by the way, we just came back from Madison, Wisconsin for a seminar, and it was awesome. What a lot of people do is they will hire me to train their foster parents that are in certain rescues, right? So this rescues will hire me to educate foster parents, and that will eliminate tons of biting, tons of barking, tons of potty training issues, tons of leash pulling. It will ultimately make the dogs more adoptable, and that is obviously a great thing. So if you have a rescue, if you're involved in a rescue, and you really care about getting these dogs to a good home, give the opportunities for your foster parents in your organization to learn more from someone that has experience. It will greatly benefit your rescue. You will put a whole hell of a lot dogs. You won't have to put so many dogs down, okay? Or you won't have so many returns. You won't have so many emails. You won't have so many complaints about these dogs if you're equipping your foster parents with knowledge and a good resource for dog behavior. So it tremendously helps, okay? Dogs are master manipulators, probably even better than humans. Yeah, you know what? That's a good point. Because, and I think it's because they don't know how to speak, so they don't have to. And given that they are nonverbal creatures, we almost somehow give in to them more so because of that. I don't think we would as much if they could talk. But that's just my thoughts. All right, let's try Instagram again. Let's try Facebook again. Let's see if we can go live. I just don't think. Let's see. Checking connection. Nope. Still down. Is Facebook and or Instagram working for any of you guys? Because I did hear from another person that both of those sites are down, and right now I cannot pull up anything on my phone, on my laptop, or anything. YouTube is still working, but none of the other social media outlets. Anyway, that's not what this is about. That's not what this is here for. Let's continue to talk dogs. You know what? I don't know why people are so okay. Besides the lack of shedding, I don't know why people are so excited or crazy about doodles and anything that is mixed with it. I mean, you got Cocker Spaniel and doodles. I think they call them cockadoodles. They've got. I had a lady that called me and said, I got a Beagle, Lab doodle. The Labradoodles. You got all these doodles, and I'm not impressed. Poodles, in general, in my opinion, are skittish dogs. They're smart, but they're also just very flighty. Let's say that. It may be a better. Um, and so you're taking away, the spirit, the real, true spirit of the golden retriever, and you're putting it in this poodle. And sometimes you're mixing it with this poodle, and sometimes you just get another skittish, flighty dog, and that really takes away from the golden retriever. The golden retriever is the American family dog, man. I mean, there's no better, dog that really speaks to our who we are as Americans when it comes to just their temperament, their family, their friendliness, their enthusiasm, their all that. The golden retriever. So I really it kind of bothers me that we're mixing all this stuff with poodles, just for non-shedding reasons. It's like, I just don't see the point, man. And so I got a cockapoodle right now, 5 months, scared of life, everything, scared, just flighty, and it takes a lot of work to, it's not like this dog has ever been mistreated. It's just that way genetically, and it's taken a lot of work, and it's a little unnecessary in my opinion. When someone buys a dog, they shouldn't start with a dog who is scared of everything new. You know what I mean? And you have to work that dog to just be comfortable with, cars, doors, other people. Dog is not afraid of dogs. That's what's up. I mean, that's cool. Loves dogs. Okay, that's the one thing the dog is not afraid of. Dog is afraid of leashes. The dog is afraid of garbage cans. The dog is afraid of, every other thing. And I don't think it's fair to people who are looking for puppies to breed dogs that are like that, because fear can turn into biting. Fear can turn into aggression, and so I don't want to advocate for breeders who obviously do not know what they're doing, or they know what they're doing and they don't care. I really press my potential clients or just people who have gotten a new puppy. I always ask them, where did you get the dog, and what was the temperament of the parents? Because when you're buying a new dog, those really matter. Did you get to meet the parents? That really matters, because you want to make sure that you know what you're getting. And the best indicator of that is to experience the parents. Were you able to pet one or both? Was one able to be put away, or did one have to be kept away? So what you don't want to do is buy a $2,000 dog, a $1,000 dog, and then end up having to spend another $1,000 on training to no fault of your own. So be careful on buying a puppy. Take your time. Just don't get the first one you see. Make sure you get the one who fits your lifestyle. If you're an active person, you can go ahead and get that puppy that's at the edge of the litter, waiting for everyone to say hi. If you're not so much of an average, if you're an average active person, then you can maybe get the one in the middle here. Because within the litter, there's going to be different temperaments as well, right? The biggest one obviously may be the more pushy one, because they're allowed to be more pushy. The runt may be the more timid one, because it was been pushed around by all the others. And then you got some in the middle who have to share a little bit, but also can take a little bit, and you want to take those things into account when you are selecting a puppy. Those are just my thoughts. I think I am going to get into breeding one day, because I feel that as a dog psychologist, I can learn. So we'll try and see if we can go live on Instagram at least. I was excited to go live on Instagram because I don't go live on Instagram much. Well, it looks like it's working, but it just won't let me go live. Yeah, we're having trouble starting your live video. Okay, hopefully it's not just me. Hopefully somebody else is having some struggles. All right. Yeah, I know. People are telling me they can't get me live on Facebook. I know. Go to YouTube. I can't even answer. I can't even respond to them. Damn it. Hold on, let me respond to this guy. Go to YouTube. Facebook is not working. Hopefully that works. Oh, we got some more comments. Okay. All right. Well, there's Facebook and Instagram are kind of limiting me of what I can, what questions I can answer, which sucks. Maybe I'll try again at 8. I don't know. We'll see. Otherwise, I'll probably try and go live tomorrow. I apologize for you guys. But for YouTube, you guys are working. You guys are brilliant. I really appreciate you guys asking questions. Oh, Justin just asked me a question. Okay. We definitely see more dogs bred for all the wrong reasons. Temperament should be the #1 factor. Do you have a favorite breed or type of dog to work with? Yeah, 100% is going to be the German Shepherd for me. Just always grew up with them. I would say if I was a dog, I would probably be the German Shepherd. I protective. I'm sensitive. I'm intelligent to a certain degree. I shed a lot. I don't know. I think the German Shepherd is when I get a good German Shepherd, I think I enjoy that dog the most because they just get things that quickly. You can kind of just relax when you're teaching them things of stress. You know how it is, beard game. But yeah, I think the German Shepherds are highly intelligent. They just need a lot of leadership when it comes to stress. But I experienced some dogs who need zero training, man. Just good breeding, zero training, and they don't get in the garbage. They don't beg for food. And you don't have to teach them that crap. They just kind of laid back dogs. So genetics play a really big role, in my opinion. And I want to definitely explore that whole theory even more and deeper. But I think genetics play a bigger role than training, in my opinion. But we'll see. And yeah. Hey, buddy, are you going to the conference 2019? Because I'm going to definitely try and get there. I'm going to try and get there this year. And this will be my first year. But I really, really want to go. So if you're there, I'd love to meet you, man. Sweet. Yeah, I don't even know if they've announced where it is yet, but So what we're talking about is the International Association of Canine Professionals. It's an organization that sort of legitimizes a lot of dog trainers, and it's primarily balanced. Oh, Colorado, god dang, that would be awesome. I might get on my bike and just head out. That would be awesome. Maybe that'll plan that trip. Um, but it's an organization of balanced trainers, so if you guys are ever wanting to check out the legitimacy of some of your trainers, and they say that they're balanced, look them up on that organization, International Association of Canine Professionals, and the website is canineprofessionals.com. You will see my name there. You'll see Justin's name there, and many other great trainers that will be around your area. Could be around your area. So if you're looking for a trainer, that is a good resource as well. All right, let's try one more time. If not, then we'll get off and we'll try and maybe try another day. Let's see. No. Okay. Oh, well, it's a no-go. Okay, you guys, I think I'm gonna be done here. There's not much else I can do unless you guys have any last questions. But if you don't, please like, and if you haven't, please subscribe. And we'll try and be here live next week, same time and same day, Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.